Alright, here we go. Welcome back to Kuni, episode 30, I believe. Last episode, I apologize for because randomly the audio decided to stop being recorded, which was just great. I really loved seeing that. They cut off randomly like 5 minutes in. I did not know. The microphone did not make any sort of noise. The computer didn't make any sort of noise. So I had no clue that it was disconnected. So for 65 minutes, I was just talking to myself out loud. No recording my audio, just me talking to myself out loud. And yeah, you all missed out on some truly fantastic commentary, I'm sure. Week, it's you. Look, I'm really sorry. That thing I stole, it was really important, wasn't it? Huh? What a flipping transformation, man. Looks like the mouse really is your pal's soulmate. Thing is, I've already sold that. I sell things to the local shopkeeper, you see. I just don't know what to do. Don't worry, Pip. Let's explain to the shopkeeper what happened. I'm sure he'll understand. I'm so sorry, Albert. Ah, so you're back, I see. Now we caught ourselves a thief. Come on, Pipsqueak, out with it. A piece of wood. It was me. I stole it. You stole it? A little chap like you? He confessed, didn't he? The mouse stole it and sold it to you, the rat. No, I haven't spent any of the money, I promise. I'll give it all back to you. Well, I sense this is an item of some value to you, and that its loss will cost you some distress. I hate to see it go, but I know where it belongs. The guys on Pawn Stars would never be so kind. Well, let's sort it out then. We're lucky that the shopkeeper wasn't in the mood to rook us. You know, Pip, I can't believe you turned yourself in and returned the money. You call yourself a thief? I'm no thief. I'm telling you, I was just a moment of madness. I'm so sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. I mean it. Listen, it's okay. We got it back in the end. Oh, I almost forgot. You said that your dreams had driven you to become a thief. That's right. I've got big dreams, but they don't come cheap. I need guilders, and lots of them. Have you ever heard of something called a cloud sweeper? Isn't that a sort of flying broom powered by magic? Not my kind of thing. Well, it's a kind of thing, that's for sure. Ever since I was little, I've always wanted to build my very own cloud sweeper. I want to build the fastest, bestest cloud sweeper in the whole wide world. Is this me or does this really remind you of someone? It sure does. Say, Pip, building something that goes real fast is super neat, huh? Ha, finally, someone who understands me. Thanks for taking the time to hear me talk about my dream. Now I need to go save some money, the honest way. Good luck, Pip. Oh yeah, so I didn't record it all, so, and unfortunately my computer's kind of too crappy to really run too many things at once, so I can't really, like, re-record it and then have the video running and then re-record it and edit it and all that kind of stuff on my laptop. So I apologize for episode 29 not really having audio for me. Maybe that's better. Maybe people like that better, and I'll find out that not having my voice over this whole game will be a big improvement. That's probably what will happen. Courage. There we go. Why, whatever's going on here, we should be out on patrol. Sergeant, you're back. Neato, we saved him, huh? Thank you so much. I don't know how you managed it, but the sergeant's back to his old self. It's not much, but please accept this by way of thanks. Thanks for giving a kid a blunt, Jim. Yippee! Alright, go King Tom. So last episode, if you decided to skip it entirely, which I would not blame you, here's what happened. We powered up the Mornstar again. We got the 3 stones that we collected over the last few episodes put into the Mornstar. Just a second. It's good to see you again, Your Majesty. You have returned. How the devil have you been? One has been busying himself with that rogue hickory Meow. Meow. Unless one is very mistaken, you come back bearing the holy wood of Moon. That's right, and we wanted to ask a favor of you, Your Majesty. No need to continue, dear girl. One knows precisely why you are here, so the Caliph chose to entrust the holy wood to you. It seems the time has come to reunite the power of the three kingdoms. Now, dear boy, allow one to do one's duty. He just goes to his cat box and takes a dump. You obtained a piece of carved holy wood. Wow, that was amazing. Yeah. Well, surely you expected nothing less. Thank you, Your Majesty. It sure has been great seeing you, but we have to head to Hamlin now. So Markins is up next. Here's hoping he's been practicing his carpentry. Why are you mumbling to yourself, swine? So you're off to Hamlin, Take care, won't you? It's a rather grubby place for one so very pure. Let's do it. Now we're here, Hamburg, Germany. Uh-oh, I think we were slightly off on that. I kid. Anyway, so we actually no, not yet. I have a side quest that I'm gonna complete. So last episode we had the wand restored to its true power, and we were told that we have to go to the Castle of Nevermore. Unfortunately, that requires us to go through a place called the Marshes, which we can't get through unless we play a sacred instrument or whatever that we are currently trying to build up. So we have to go to the three kingdoms, the three main kingdoms that we went to, Moon, Ding Dong Dell, which we were just at, and of course Hamlin, to get each one of the three rulers there to kind of make this holy instrument for us so we can play it, so we can go through the Miasma Marshes and face off Shadar with Shadar. I say, sterling work, you have found the vital ingredient. Now one more portion I shall have this medicine complete. Oh, to see my sister's smiling face. Well, I sure hope your sister gets better soon. Now I have everything I need, it should not take long to prepare the medicine. I'm truly grateful to you for what you have done. Please take this as a reward for your efforts. Thank you. So close to completing another merit stamp card. Oh well. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Oh boy, pot. I made that pot joke too, which might have happened at the beginning of the episode, to be honest. In case you were wondering. In case you're keeping track of how many times I made that joke. Approximately 30 times now. Maybe more. I've done it multiple times in an episode. I mean, I guess I can talk to these people first. Because they might have things that I need. Your assistance by working before. Okay. Lost his confidence. I think I've talked to him before. Give it. Confidence. Oh, also, in the last episode, we came across that mouse that we just had confessed for us to the quartermaster. Oh, curious, my chest feels delightfully tingly. Now, what was it that I was so worried about? Never mind, there is not a second to waste. I must continue my research. Nito, you got your compass back. Have you come to aid my... Have you come to my aid once again? I don't know how to thank you. On second thought, perhaps I do. Please accept this as a small token of my gratitude. Oh, I guess I talked to him before, but he had a different problem. Oh, you received 3 merit stocks plus another as a bonus. You still have a problem? I don't know what I'd do if this was something inside. Oh, I know you do, I know. Sure you do, sir. Say, you don't look so happy. Are you worried about your research? Research? Pah. I've called it a day, I'm afraid. Huh? But why would you do that? How can I put it? I suppose I just couldn't see the point of it at all anymore. I've lost sight of my goals, of the high ideals that first inspired me to do my bit of progress. But that's terrible. What happened? Well, you might ask, Ollie boy, but you won't like the answer. He's lost his ambition. If we don't give him his dreams back, his research will never get done. We can't just let him all that hard work go to waste. We have to help him this trip. That gives me the track down a generous measure of ambition. Sharpish. I know I don't have any of that. But maybe somebody here does. I mean, nice anyway. I can't wait to see the next royal procession with the darling hubby beside me. Somehow it never gets born. She seems sad, man. Do you and your husband watch all the processions? Everyone? Yes. It's always been a special thing that we do together. Every single one, huh? You must like each other an awful lot. Oh, well, I suppose we do. Thank you, young man. My poor darling works all hours and only gets a day off once in a blue moon, but he always finds a way to join me when there's a royal procession. You have no idea how happy I am that he always makes the effort. I just can't put it in words. Desiree must care for you very much. Oh, he does, and I love him from the bottom of my heart. That's romantic. She practically got her little hearts floating above her head. She's so full of love. She looks that way. Excuse me, man. I wonder if you could maybe help us out. Help you? What do you need help with, young man? There are people in the world who don't have any love in their hearts. Mine. And I was hoping you might be willing to share a little of love in yours. Well, I'd be delighted. But do you really think I can help? Sure you can. Now, let's hold still for a second. So yeah, the little mouse wound up being soulmates with our best buddy Phil. And Phil, sadly, was extremely heartbroken because he felt himself. Oh, that tickles. What have you got what you need? Yeah, I guess so. Stop talking to me. I think this one has someone that we don't need, but maybe I'm wrong. There are times when I would love to join in with the cheering crowd, but I must restrain. I don't think I have any. Oh, I guess I do have need for restraint. Cool. Glad I checked. So Pip wound up being soulmates with Phil, our best friend, who, in the first episode, as we saw, as you may remember, built the car that Ollie wound up driving that one night. I say I have a rather pleasant tingling in my chest. I really appreciate it, sir. Good luck with your guard duties. Well, thank you. Your encouragement inspired me to strive even harder in my work. The car in the first episode, which Ollie wound up taking a test drive of, and wound up going right into a river because of probably shoddy workmanship from Phil. Also, Phil's a kid, which his mom wound up jumping in the water to save him, and her heart couldn't take it, really. So she wound up getting very sick from that and eventually dying. Hi, Twix. Not maybe directly as a result of that, but a weak heart and that happening. And he felt so guilt-ridden that he was super broken-hearted, and he lost all ambition for him to follow his dream of building the best car he ever could build. So we had to fight his void of ambition to heal him of that, and then give him a bit of Ollie's ambition from his best friend, who still believed in his dreams and Phil's dreams. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. Hello, Marcus. We need you to finish carving something for us. Flippin' heck. Someone didn't go finishing school. Heard the word please, have you? Ha, I do enjoy your visits. There's a certain liveliness to bring to every location. Now, you mentioned carving something? Yes, Your Majesty. Esther was talking about the Clarion. That's right. We need you to help us finish it so we can clear a path across the miasma marshes. Ah, I see. Well, you've come to the right place. The Clarion may only be completed by the ruler of Hamilton. But I'm afraid there's a minor problem, namely that he does not possess all the skills required. Huh? How do you mean, Your Majesty? To complete the Clarion, one must possess not only magical power, but the talent to carve the necessary holes. While I may have the magical skills, I am unable to help with the more practical aspects of the process. So you're saying you're too clumsy to complete the Clarion? It is not a matter of clumsiness, I assure you. No, the skills that are required are passed from the Emperor directly to his heir. Gee, so your father passed away before he could teach you about this stuff, huh? Well, then, we'll just have to go back in time and get him to teach you. Bling the heck, you make it sound so flippin' easy. You only get to use breach time once in a lifetime, remember? You're right. Well, then what do we do? Aren't you forgetting someone? Swain? Do you mean... Truly, did he? Well, I can't promise miracles, but Father did teach me a few things, yeah. Ah, yes, your father. Did he, come from this kingdom, too? Only, you never mentioned. Yeah, alright. I just didn't want to make a big deal of it. Yes, Marcuson's my brother, and my real name's Gascon. There, I've said it. Oh, that? We knew that already. We were there, you know. Then why are you so hell-bent on getting me to admit it? Anyway, we can discuss the whys and wherefores later on. The point is, my father taught me what I need to know. And you're telling us this now? If you let us know a little bit earlier, we wouldn't have had to come all the way to Amlin, would we have? I'm afraid it's not that simple. I can't do the magic part, you see. Flippin' heck, so you're no use to us either, is it? That is not quite true. Ah, so you know what I'm getting at, do you? I suppose it's not all bad having a brain box of a great sage for a brother. I'm not sure I understand. What cannot be done alone may yet be done together. Is that not so, brother? Oh, I get it. You're going to make it together. Exactly. Well, now, give it here. Are you ready, Marcuson? We've got work to do. Yes, brother. I'm ready.
Wow. That thing sure seems powerful. Yes, and they work so well together. Wow.
You obtained the Clarion. Now I can find a clear path to Shadar's castle. Thank you, Your Majesty, and thank you too, Swain. Oh, don't worry about thanking me. But how long is it since we've made something together, Marcuson? Do you remember the model pig tank we made together? Ugh, a blue and pig tank? That's the last piggin' thing I want to be reminded of. You hear no arguments from me on that score. Anyway, let's focus on the task ahead. Clearing the miasma marshes. The Clarion looks so beautiful. I can't wait to hear how it sounds. I think you should be the one to play it, Esther. Yeah, Olibo's right. If you ask me, there ain't no better one for the job. I agree. I mean, I'd love to do it, but I'm tone deaf. I'll do it. I'll play the Clarion and clear a path through the miasma marshes. I truly believe you will, Esther. Thank you, Your Majesty. Come on, Oliver. Let's get going. We should get going. You're right. It's time to head to miasma marshes. The unbreakable bond between the hearts of two princes has unlocked the story in the Wizard's Companion. You obtained a new tale of wonder. The Flute Makers. Let's do it. Alright. Let's check out a couple other side quest things. I told the two stories last time too, which I will do my best to remember. They won't be verbatim what they were, but I'll do my best. And I mean, I could just lie and say they are verbatim for what I said, but why would I lie to you guys, gals, whoever's watching, my pals, my friends. One of them was me completing a story that I kind of started earlier. Oh dear me, please excuse my dog's behavior. I'll leave him alone. Cracker, there's a first nut. I'll have your hand off if you're not careful. Oh, well, down boy. What if you got into him? He used to be so quiet and obedient. The mice don't look right to me. What's the matter, Miss Ruby? Unless I'm very much mistaken if I'm not. The poor dog's heart is broken. Lost its love for its owner, I reckon. Jeepers, you mean pets can be broken hearted too? Of course they can. If you got a heart, then it can be broken, ain't it? A woman's best friend. Right then, we best find a nice juicy lump of love for Fido here before he eats someone. So what was it? I have all the different types of heartbreak that you can have too, so that's really cool. Miss Drippy, can you not make a fool of yourself for 5 seconds? Oh? He's finally sat to the front of barking. Good boy. You know what? Oh no, it's gone mad again. Thanks, Twix. Thanks, Twix. Do you know, I think he might be back to his old self. Gee, that sure is a relief. My, you seem to have quite a way with animals, thank you. That's good for you. I hope it's to your liking. Oh, 5 cheeseburgers? Heck yeah. Yeah, give me more stamps, please. So yeah, one of the stories I told last episode that didn't get recorded was this is inside this place, which works out well. Here we go. Let me see what we'll talk about today. Sorry. Gee, these books sure look difficult. Are you going to read them all? Of course, I plan to read pour over them over tomes on physics, engineering, the wonders of steam, and magic, of course. Boy, you sure you're studying a whole lot. I've yet to even scratch the surface. There is so much to learn. After all, I plan to become Hamilton's preeminent scientist. Crikey, that's a big talk for a little piglet. Hang on about it, old boy, that locket's lit up. You're right, Mr. Drippy. It looks like the boy has a heart full of confidence. I don't suppose I can ask you to share some of your confidence with us. Share my confidence? Well, as long as it doesn't interfere with my studies, I don't see why not. Don't worry, all I have to do is hold still for a second. Well, that doesn't sound too hard. Is this still enough for you? That's perfect. Okay, here it goes. So, the story I started telling, and I keep kind of starting to tell, which I guess I should technically start after I finish talking to this person and the guy here. That's amazing. Was that magic? This has been a most educational experience. Thank you. I'm going to talk to this guy too, and potentially another. I don't have any bounties to claim. Of course not. I have 3 cards. What do I get? Lowest cost of any game on defeat. Yeah, why not? Why not do Cheap Jack? Okay, cool. Let me see what bounties you have. Cool. Might do some of those later. Just for funsies. There's I have restraint, I believe. But there's still side quests over there. It'd be great if I could check my locket without having to talk to somebody. But oh no, yeah, okay, I do have restraint. Where was I going with this? Let's do it. I want to talk to you. So no, I knew my trials, and just when I thought I finally prepared the medicine. So the medicine? Afraid things are looking rather bleak. With your assistance, I finally managed to prepare the medicine for my poor ailing sister. Really? Wow, congratulations, sir. Now you have to just give it to her. Well, yes, but there's the rub. The seas between here and Castaway Cove have been plagued by pirates of late. They say it's too perilous for ships to set sail. Jeepers, that's awful, but is there some other way to get back to your sister? I have racked my brain, but cannot think of one. I've even considered swimming all the way there. For my poor sister, I would do anything. Well, but you can't swim all the way from here to Castaway Cove. Hang on before you go dusting off your swimming shorts. Why don't you let us take care of those pirates for you, right, Ollie boy? Couldn't we just deliver the medicine for you? Really? You would do that on those scoundrels yourself? But they're cold-blooded killers. Don't you worry about us. They don't stand a chance against Drippy Lord High Lord of Fairies and his faithful human sidekick. Well, if you're sure, I sure would be deeply indebted to you. The pirates are plaguing the sea route to Castaway Cove. Reports say there are a total of 4 ships in their fleet. Please do be careful, won't you? Don't worry about us. Those pirates won't know what hit them, will they, Ollie boy? Oh, I guess not. Thanks for volunteering me. Sure. Why can't I just take the medicine myself? Ah, there's nothing quite like an honest day's work. Except for an honest afternoon nap. I'd rather sleep. Oh, wake up, you I don't know. I pay you to work. Come on, chop chop. No, I'm so sorry, Governor. What's gotten into you lately? Sleeping on a job. If I ask you any more of this nonsense, you'll be for high jump. Right, Governor. I'll roll up my sleeves and work hard, I promise. Hey, wake up, mister. Your boss will fire you, don't. Oi, do you want the job or not? Yes, I love my work. It's just that when I get sleepy, I can't resist. I got it. The sleeping beauty is missing in some good old-fashioned strength. Keeps hitting the sack, he'll end up getting in the sack. So what's the plan, Ollie boy? Can't let him lose his job. We have to help him. There's no time to lose, man. Let's restore his restraint fast. Alright, I'll start the story right after I finish this. Huh? Oh, what was I doing? This is a place of work, not a hotel. You're so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at last. I was worried you'd snore me out of business. There'll be no more of this napping nonsense. I'm ready to pull my socks up, roll up my sleeves, and get to work. I owe you, gentlemen, my thanks. This isn't much, but I want you to have it. Nice. Can I open this? Okay. Ring lock? Nice. Trixie Nixie. Makes sense. Makes sense. So yeah, last time I told a couple stories. Ooh, Butterfly. Ooh. Let us travel to Deep Dark Wood. Well, never mind. I've been there a long time ago. Right. So in episode like 23 or 24, I think it was called "In a Lot of Swain," whichever episode it was, and do you want some of that too, boy? No good. I'm gonna be a. He lost his ambition. See what's the matter? You sure look sad about something. I do not care anymore. Why should I spend my days chasing after stupid alpacas? I did become the greatest alpaca hunter in Perdita. But so what? It does not matter to anyone. Well, gee, I think it does matter. I mean, if you're doing an important job, then everybody will respect you. Listen to him, sunshine. Them wise words there. I taught you well, huh, boy? Being the best alpaca herder in Perdita would be swell, wouldn't it? Maybe. I no longer know. I no longer spend my days dreaming about herding my alpacas through this field at sunset. Well, you know what this is a bad case of, don't you, Ollie boy? Poor lad's lost his ambition. And fucking hard he is. Love packing it in. We can't sleep like this. We have to help him get his ambition back. Nice one, Ollie boy. Let's see if there's a chunk of bamboo and begging somewhere around here. By here. I think I can at least grab her piece of heart now. This world. Confidence. No. I haven't given anybody confidence yet. That's great. But I did pick this flower. It's so beautiful, just like the flower in my tree. It's funny, I don't remember there being flowers like this in Motorville. I guess I never really looked. There's something very common about flowers, do you not think? Thank you for bringing me this flower. Please accept this. Wowzers. Nice. 6. Nice. So yeah, back in A Lot of Swain, the episode, I wound up curses. There were so many things to talk about. So many people to talk to, rather. Well, I already talked to you. The heck with ya. If I can't steal your piece of heart, why should I care? Tra la 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 la. Gee, you sure have a pretty voice. I know. Thank you, but it's not good enough. I need to practice more. Wow, you're a real interpreter too, huh? Are you practicing for a concert or something? Well, yes, in a way, when my singing gets better, I would love to sing for everyone. Then I will travel to Holland and become the most famous singer in the whole world. Jeepers, sure you think big, but you work real hard. I'm sure your dream will come true someday. Look, little boy, your locket's outshining my lantern. Girl's got ambition to spare, no mistake. And if you don't mind, we'd like to ask a favor. A favor? Well, we'll try to help. Swell. Would you mind closing your eyes for just a couple seconds? Tee-hee, this game is fun. Now I will close my eyes. Got some ambition. Which I'm just going to give him that alpaca herder over there. Tee-hee, what happened? My heart tickled a bit. Don't worry about it. And don't tell anybody what I just did. I'm sorry about the story being delayed. Give heart. There we go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, Alberto, oh boy, oh boy. I feel very different. What did I worry about? I forget. No matter. My precious alpaca must be let out to pasture. I have no time to waste. Now there's one alpaca-loving lad. Looks like he's back to his old self. It sure does. He sure does. Hopefully now he'll make his dream come true. Thank you for listening to me. I think talking with you really helped. Please take this. Thank you. Nice. 5 more. Oh boy, pot. Right. So the story I started to tell was about my roommate Wally's finals week. I think I said that he had dropped most of his classes, except for 2. Intro to English, which is like English 111, and Intro to Sociology, which was like Soc 101. In those classes, one of them he just had to turn in a paper, like I think 3 to 5 pages about something, I don't remember what. So he did that, surprisingly, and he did totally fine in English. The only other class he had was that sociology class. I've never taken a sociology class, so I can't say how difficult the subject material is in any sort of way. But from what he told me, he did not have a very difficult class. It was at 8 a.m. every day. How did he sneak home? I walked through him, I guess. That's great.
Watch this.
I'm gonna watch it. This one heals, so I gotta kill it first. There we go. Not the key. So yeah, what he told me is that he didn't. Probably should have blocked. Oh snap. So yeah, he had it Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. in the morning, every week. And I guess previous to that, he Gunther has reached level 50, the maximum for this species. Well, I guess I gotta level him up then. Can I do that? I don't know if I can, actually. I don't know if I have the right stuff. Oh, I do have a Jumbo Star Drop. When did I get that? What did I want that for? Is it for you? Is it for you? Oh yeah, I was gonna metamorphosize him. Actually, it was gonna be you that I was gonna metamorphosize. Maybe I should do that now. But he's not maximum level. Gunther is. But who do I need it more for? I guess to have a good magic attacker, I need him to do it. So, I want to do that. What do we want? AC or DC? Let us... but he has, like, goggle sunglasses. I'm gonna do AC anyway. He learns a move later on. It might be really helpful. Way to go, buddy. Anywho, good. It's really important for me to kill that thing on the left. Really important. Because it's worth a lot of EXP. But if I could hit it, that'd be great. Come on, yeah. So yeah, sociology class, Monday through Thursday. The tests you could take online with this browser that kind of locked down your computer so that you can only use that browser. I think it's called the lockdown browser, appropriately. And look at that. Look at that, 22 levels for AC. Very nice. I think everybody leveled up. Ooh, what's it level up twice? What's this one do? Cheerleader turn to... I don't really care about that. Thunderstorm. Way to go, everybody. Oh, nice. Sweet. Anyway, so lockdown browser to take these tests. You can use your book on the test. The professor even said so. And because the class was just so easy and so lax, Wally felt he never had to go to it. And I'm like, Wally, you're here for the classes. You're not here to skip the classes. I'm like, yeah, but I'm still just getting by, just fine. I mean, I've got like a B+ overall in the class. Why do you have a B+? You're able to use the textbook on the test, aren't you? Like, yeah. But, like, I don't want him to think I'm cheating, which I totally am. So I get some wrong on purpose every time. He lets you use your book, and you use your book. And you think that's cheating still. I don't understand, but okay. You convinced me. You're playing it smart. Yeah, that wasn't quite the case. But anyway, so he had like an A-, B+ overall average because of that strategic thinking of his. And so finals week is coming up, and based on what time your class started and what day your class first, the first time you attend the class that week is what determines your final schedule when your final falls. So, you look to see, hey, when does my first class of the week start for this class? Oh, Monday at 8 o'clock? Well, that'll correspond to the sheet here, and the sheet will say, oh, Monday at 8 o'clock, your final is going to be Friday at 8 o'clock, which is what the case was for Wally. Which really sucked for Wally, too, because Wally only had one final for the entire week of finals week. And he was told that he had to go to class for it very early on. Excuse me. So Wally, like I said, had to stay up there the whole week. And I think I was done on Wednesday that year, or that semester rather. And I said I'd be hitching a ride. My last final was late Wednesday, so I'll be hitching a ride home with somebody early Thursday. So I'll be leaving first, so you'll be in charge of a couple things. I'm like, yeah, okay. I think I still want to do those things anyway, just because I don't trust that he'd do those things. But whatever. So we're working. So I finished my finals of the week, and I do surprisingly well. I did not expect to do well. Little side story. I had this extremely, for me, difficult class that I was taking at that time, and it was so difficult because the professor rambled on, and at random points, something in his rambling would be valuable to be on the test, but at the same time, 80% of it was not at all valuable to the story at all. So it was really hard to decipher how it worked. And then also on his test, some of the answers were just so similar. Oh, it's a volcano attack, I guess. So similar that you would be, unless you were paying super close attention and really remembered it super well, which I didn't either apparently, you would be hard pressed to tell the difference between the two, really. Sometimes it's as simple as him just using a different word, and he wanted the exact word that he used, which is just awful. So yeah, I was having all sorts of difficulties in that class. I was bombing for... Ooh! Ooh! I attacked him. No, don't heal him. Oh, God. No, I don't want to go to sleep. Please don't put me to sleep. I'll put to sleep. Come on, kill him. Kill him. Yeah, gotcha. Anyway, so I had sort of difficulties. I was, doing poorly on every test. Fortunately, everybody else was doing poorly on all the tests, so he had to curve it. Otherwise, he'd see a bad professor because, crappy teaching. So he curved it, but I was still struggling. I don't know, it just wasn't clicking with me. And I want to go on up. Going up to that professor and saying, as I was turning in, what's this? The battlefield dealing light-based damage. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Let us, instead of... yeah, why not? Light of life. This is the neon light shining down his fillers. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Yeah. Cool. 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 So yeah, I was toward the end of that class. I was, as I said, struggling. And fortunately, or not fortunately, but the final was of course curved too, and I was so he ran away right away. Twinkle, really? Right away? I mean, I'm okay with that. Ah, right. Can't have it forever. And as I was turning that test on the final, the professor's like, "So, do you think you did well?" I'm like, "Well, let's just say the only thing I want for Christmas this year is a good grade." And he laughed, even though it wasn't that funny. And actually, I think I said the only thing I want for the Christmas this year is a Christmas miracle and doing well in this class. I think that was my claim. Which again still wasn't funny, but he laughed about it. And I exited, and later on I found out that I did good enough to get a B in the class, which was just fantastic, because I thought I was failing the class. But yeah, that's besides the point. Entirely besides the point that I was trying to deliver. So my roommate, Wally, he was waiting until Friday. I finished with my finals. I was going home. I went home. And I headed on out to go home. And on Friday evening, I believe it was, I had my friend who lived like a door or two down from where we live contact me. And she was like, "Tara, did you hear about how Wally did in his final?" I'm like, "No, I didn't. I haven't heard from him, to be honest." Oh, no, I didn't know I'm up. Fantastic. But no, I hadn't heard of him. How he haven't heard of him. I haven't heard how he did. Well, what happened? Like, well, let me tell you how it worked out. Alright, I'm all ears. So, you know that his only final this week was on Friday. I'm like, yep, well aware of that. Yeah, well, it turned out that things didn't quite go the way that he wanted them to. I'm like, oh, how do you mean? Well, he slept through his final. Wait, what? Yeah, he technically slept through his final. I'm like, I mean, I'm amused, but how did this even happen? Like, well, here's the thing that happened. His class, I don't remember how to get down there. His class, his class was supposed to meet with his final on Friday, as you know, and well, he got up amazingly, and went over to the class to see how to go in and take it. And the final itself, I guess you can also take your book with you, and you can use the book. Just that we had to be in class for the final. Excuse me. So he got up, and he went over to the class, and he was ready to take the final, except the classroom was closed, and he waited around. Waited around to see what the deal was, and then he went to go see his professor, and he talked to his professor, and his professor's like, "Oh yes, Wally, well, I'm surprised you didn't show up for the test. I'm like, well, the test was today at 8, wasn't it? Like, oh. Wally, I hate to tell you this, but in class a week ago Monday, I had told everybody that I didn't really, I thought it sucked for them to have to wait out till Friday of finals week, especially if that was only the final they had to take that week. And for some of the art students, that's the case. Because, I mean, often art students didn't have to worry about finals other than final projects, which they can turn in the week before and then just go home earlier.
Come on, you guys! Here goes!
So I told everybody, hey, this Thursday, last day of class, normal class, we can just take the final then, and it'll be all good. Oh, snap. That was really nice, actually. Go, you. You're doing work. So, yeah, I told them we're going to take the final this Thursday, and then nobody has to worry about showing up to the final next week Friday, and just leave as soon as they know what their other finals. Like, oh, I must have missed that class. You missed a lot of class, Wally. That much I noticed. I took attendance. But, I mean, quite a few people did the same thing you did, but I also sent out an email, so everybody should have known that, but I guess you just must have missed that. So this is it, huh? The miasma Marshes. It ain't the most welcome place in the world, is it, Ollie boy? I can hardly see the light from my own flippin' lantern. Well, here goes. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Monica by my side.
I hear it. The call of the Clarion. Oliver, how long have I waited? Come, file hard.
Yes, Master.
And trusted you with the truth, did I not?
Yes, Master. I have it here in the soul
Oh, what is this?
The Clarion has sounded. The miasma is no more. Is this not the perfect moment to make things clear?
Indeed it is, Master.
Show it to him. Show him how cruel the truth can be.
Your wish is my command.
The one who heals the broken-hearted. The savior of this world of sadness. Are you really the one? Well then, show me. Show me the true power that dwells in your heart.
The miasma Marshes. Now we can cross them. He's up ahead, ain't it? Yes, he's waiting. Shadar. Miasma Marshes, quagmire of corruption. So yeah, he was told about it. He was emailed, or the class was told about it. The class was all emailed about it. But Wally couldn't be bothered to check his email at all in the last 2 weeks of school. He just figured, oh, I'm done. I don't need to worry about email. So that was how I found out that Wally wound up found his final. Even more amusing to me, or even more amusing overall, was the fact that he was then... You were wasting no time on Twinkle Twinkle. I mean, I don't mind it. Quick way to kill him. Oh, nice. Let's go recruit ex-girlfriend. Gotta get a girlfriend. Girlfriend. A good one. Cool. Yes. Anywho, yeah, he completely neglected to really do anything for his to really check to see if he really had anything in his email, which we were told many times throughout our school career. Hey, check your school email. A lot of important things go through there. But he couldn't be bothered, and that's why he wound up failing the final. And even more so than that, he actually wound up getting a 0% on the final because he did not show up to the final. It was rescheduled. And since he never showed up to class, he didn't really have any sort of leniency with the professor. So... our love is like a boomerang. So he didn't have any leniency with the professor, so he wound up getting 0% in the final, which wound up dropping his grade all the way from an A- to an F, and he wound up failing the class. So he only passed one class out of 2, and he was put on academic probation because of this. Rhino-saw. We will call you... Oops. Come on. Wait, no. Ollie. Yeah, he is. So that was how, that's how his finals week turned out, and I was rather amused by this story. Maybe it wasn't a very good story, but I was amused by it when it happened, and yeah, that's what happens. Stay in school, kids. Boys and girls, it's important. Studies are important. Go to classes. Otherwise, you might miss out, and you might miss out on a very easy grade or a benefit. I mean, you're definitely going to miss out on learning something from these educators. But yeah, stay in school, go to classes, especially when you're in college. You're paying for it, so you might as well go to the classes you're paying for, right? Yeah, that's the important thing here. Go to classes and check your school email. Important things happen there, and education is important. This has been a public service announcement from Tara. Ah, crap. Everything just heals poison straight up. Yeah. Cool. Oops. String lock. Cool. Oh gosh. I don't even see what I grabbed. Crud. Oh well, I'll look at it after the episode's over. Where am I going? Greetings. I still, it's so amazing to me that he neglected everything for that week, and then he wound up getting a 0% in the final. That's crud. That's just dedication. Dedication to failure. Well, yeah, that'll do it for this episode, I believe. Thank you so much for watching. I paid attention to the audio this time, and it never seemed to cut out on me. So, fingers crossed that nothing went bad there. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Get into some later game stuff now, as you can probably tell. And I hope you join again next time. Thank you so much for joining me. And I've said that multiple times already. And as always, at least as of the last 15 episodes or so, I hope that there's a lot of magic in your life. If not now, soon, for not only yourself, but for all your loved ones. Thank you so much. I'll catch you next time. Bye.